Okay, here's the problem. You can see there's water leaking in from underneath here. You can kind of see where it's kind of a little discolored up there. And you can see how everything's wet. All the stucco underneath here is wet. And there's even some other areas up underneath here. You can see there's like a little wet spot right there. A little wet spot right there. Trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't know whether it's from the skylight or not. It could be from up higher and dripping down. I'm not quite too sure, but you kind of see a little bit of the water back in here. You can see that far corner there. Definitely seawater's been coming in up over here. So up here we got a valley. And that seems to have the gook in it. And I had a roofing guy out like about 1.5 years ago. And he charged me an awful lot of money and supposedly fixed along here. And he was suggesting, you can see how narrow the gap is. There's like a metal pan underneath that whole valley that's supposed to drain water down. And those tiles are right up close to each other, and they kind of restrict the water coming down, and so the water overflows the pan, is the theory he gave me. I wasn't quite too sure whether I really believed the theory or not, but he was in the business for a while. So the idea is to take every one of these tiles and trim them back maybe 1 inch or 2 to where that pan would be nice and open. And over here, there's some more leaks coming up over here, and I don't know, they were kind of down below the skylight. I don't know whether they'd be above the skylight or not. We're gonna have to take it off. The whole idea is I'm just gonna have to, I'm gonna handle this myself. I'm not gonna spend like $1,000 to have some guy come over here and try to fix up my roof, and those are the cheap ones. I actually had one guy for $300, but then you get the guys for $1,000, then you get the guys who want, tens of thousands, and they go, oh yeah, we got a guarantee. We'll sell you a guarantee. And then when anything happens, it finds out that those companies go out of business once a year, and then they seem to restart, so they don't have to honor their guarantees. So you can really get scammed in the whole roofing thing. But I'm thinking it shouldn't be too bad to try to clean out this valley here, and maybe put down some new sealer, perhaps. I'll look for holes, put down sealer, maybe put down new tar paper. They have sticky back tar paper. I'm just gonna have to see what Home Depot has. Okay, here's the first look up here. Is what I do is I take a pry bar and I lift up the tiles on the top, and then once they're kind of loose, you kind of lift up here a little bit, then you can pull these things out. And every third row is usually nailed. So this one the nail came out because, like I say, somebody's working on this. So you can see there's water coming on down here. You can see there's like a little bit of water running down here, a little bit of water running down here, and I got to figure out where that water's coming from. There's kind of a cracked tile right there. Yeah, I'll take a look after I get some stuff off up here. We could take a look. We'll figure out what's going on, where everything's going at. So I just keep you posted. Okay, I got some tiles up over here around the sunroof. And you can kind of see an interesting thing. It's full of mud right in here, full of mud, and the water is kind of going up. This thing's kind of bent down. The water's coming down there. You can see all this mud that's down here. All this mud that's down here. And this stuff seems to. I think there's a hole right here where my finger is. Looks pretty soft where my finger is right here. This looks kind of cut. This looks pretty bad in here. This is an area I'm going to have to put down some underlayment all along here and fix up this trough over here. And that might take care of this particular leak. Okay, just to recap, we kind of got a hole right there. This section looks really, really bad. You can see where it's kind of rotten in there. The dirt was kind of piling up over here. There's a cracked tile and it was laying down and it was filling up the channel. I'm going to take that out of there because there's got to be like at least a ½ an inch underneath the tiles for the water to run. I'm going to take this edge and straighten the edge up to where it'll stop the water. More importantly, my plan is to get like a 3-foot wide section of underlayment, and I'll see what Home Depot has, and we'll put it in from up under there all the way down to the bottom, and and then there's a bunch of holes. I'm going to patch the holes just to be sure, and you can see where somebody's patched something here, but it looks pretty awful. But anyway, let's go to the Home Depot and see what they got. Okay, I got the best stuff I could find. This is like the 40 weight underlayment, and it's the kind that has the peel. Like this whole edge right here, there's like a plastic strip that peeled off along this edge, and the whole bottom had a plastic strip that you peeled off. And it was a pain in the ass. Boy, I did not want to peel. I mean, I don't know if I can recommend that peel and stick stuff, but it's got to be a lot easier than putting down a big layer of tar on the roof and then putting tar paper over top of it, or felt over top of it. And along the top and along the edge, I sealed everything up with some Henry's patch and leak repair. And now we're starting to put the tiles back along this section. Then we have to take a look around over here. You can kind of see things aren't all that great up here. There's a new piece of stuff that was just added not too long ago that should go up underneath here, but I don't know how far it goes up. But and there's one, like where the end of that broom is, there's like one more leak, and I need to really figure out what's going on over there. Then of course there's the huge leak right here. I mean, this is the mother of all leaks going up and down the valley, and we'll have to see what we can do for that. Okay, just for a little epilogue, the Henry's 208 was the hero of the day. This is the stuff that really, I mean, I just went nuts with it. You can kind of see this, I used like a 1.5 inch margin trowel, and I went all around, and there's so many areas I went around on the roof, and this gallon is just about empty. And of course, I also used it around the patch of the underlayment that I put down. But man, I used all over the place, and there's a top of the valley. There's a whole big broken up piece of concrete at the top there, and it looked really bad. A lot of moss is growing around there, so I filled up with the Henrys, and maybe that'll take care of a lot of leaking here. But we'll see.